Hi everyone, Merry Christmas and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out Scrooged, the 1988 Bill Murray film, and I don't really know anything about this movie. I'm assuming it is a Christmas Carol take or a version of A Christmas Carol because Scrooge obviously the main character of that story, and I'm wondering if it's going to be a darker take or a more comedic take. Looking at Bill Murray on the poster, it looks like it's going to be a more comedic take, but I'm very interested in this movie. It's not a movie that I've heard of often when it comes to Christmas movies. It's not a movie that I see that keeps getting brought up, you know, like Jim Carrey's The Grinch, for me at least, always keeps getting brought up. The Polar Express, The Nightmare Before Christmas, It's a Wonderful Life. These are Christmas movies that you hear over and over and over again during the Christmas season, but Scrooged is not one of them, for me at least. I've never really been surrounded by people who have seen or watched Scrooge. Maybe they have and they just don't want to talk about it, who knows. But yeah, I'm excited to check this one out today. I don't know how good or bad it's supposed to be. I'm just hoping that it's going to be a fun time and a really cool take on A Christmas Carol. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light and we can decide what color it should be. Boop! Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I went green for It's a Wonderful Life. Even though that video was black and white, I went green for that. So now I'm going red because I'm alternating between green and red, although I did make a mistake and I did go red twice because I'm just a little bit slow in the head. But I'm going red because I know for sure that I went green for the last video. Also, I think red just kind of suits the Scrooge personality. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's just go a Christmas caroling into this thing. Let's go knock on Scrooge's door and give him some money because that's what he likes. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Scrooged. Kind of got this little creepy, mysterious feeling going on at the start. I like it. Okay, if the music's gonna be like this throughout, I'm going to very much enjoy this movie. The North Pole. That looked like a miniature, and then it got cut, like spliced into a real film element. That was kind of cool. Incoming! The South Pole is attacking the North Pole with missiles. Oh my god, wait, it's actually a raid or something. Oh my god! Something you never expect to see.
Santa, is there a back way out of this place?
Of course there is, Lee, but this is one Santa that's going out the front door.
Look, it don't matter a hill of beans what happened to me. The world couldn't afford it if anything happened to you. Now you stay put.
This has to be a TV show. This can't be a reality. It's too dramatic.
The night the reindeer died.
I would watch that.
You'll love it.
There's Bill Murray in the background. He's just this big corporate guy.
It will touch your every heartstring. That's right. It all starts on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve on IBC.
You'll love it. I love how everyone slowly turns in silence towards Bill Murray.
Now, I have to kill all of you.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be out of line here, but, well, we've been running that spot now for over a month, and
This guy's dying first.
Don't miss Charles Dickens' immortal classic, Scrooge.
Oh my god.
Like my just.
Oh my god, that's too intense, Bill Murray.
if you run that, you're gonna frighten people.
Think I'm way off base here?
Yes, you're a tad off base, sir.
You're fired, sorry man.
He's fired? But it's Christmas.
Thank you. Call accounting. Stop his bonus.
Oh my god, stopping his bonus as well.
Honey, how many fingers does Mrs. Santa Claus have here?
11?
11. Right. It's crap. Lose it. I don't want it on the wall.
Oh my god, I hate him. How am I ever supposed to like him in this movie?
Do you know there's a lot of virtue?
Oh, and he's looking at the guy.
Bye, fellas. Thanks a lot and Merry Christmas.
Babaloo Kaluda?
He's so nice. He's so nice.
Towel or a face cloth?
Ah, shit.
Frank? Hey, Press! What a surprise.
Grace,
You look great.
That's all they're getting as a bonus is a towel and a face cloth.
which shows us that cats and dogs are beginning to watch television.
What? What?
Start programming right now. Within 20 years, they could become steady viewers.
Programming.
For cats and dogs? What is he on? He's on shrooms.
Everything is riding on it.
Don't worry, Preston. I'm overseeing every aspect of production. We'll own Christmas.
I hope you fail.
We're indivisible. If I'm working late, you gotta work late. If you can't work late, I can't work late. If I can't work late, I can't work late.
Yeah, that's what it means. But what if the kids start dying?
Why don't the cops do something about this? Excuse me, please. Great. Rip off the Hicks, why don't you? Did you learn the song yesterday?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dinner this year.
None.
Come on, why not?
Don't start, James.
Come on, the whole family will be there. It'll be fun.
Look, you...
He'll make Christmas dinner at the end of this movie. He better.
Excuse me, ma'am. I think you dropped something.
That is the absolute worst thing that he's done.
I'm always going to cherish this. And all of you.
Then he just goes to a rich place where all the rich people congratulate themselves for being rude to the lower men. Yeah, loser, you left your trophy there, you stinking little trophy. I feel like there's a lot of little setups happening right now. I feel like that's what's happening, and I feel like they're gonna come back later.
$200 I don't have to tell me that you don't speak. I'm your mother. No, you don't speak. Yet?
Aw, so she doesn't even get paid very well? And she's literally working for one of the richest men at the company?
Who's there?
Is it a ghost? Is it a ghost?
This whole wing is closed. Grace!
It's the ghost from Ghostbusters coming in for revenge. Ooh, cool, man. That's cool looking.
Hi, kid. You were... would you excuse me? I'll make myself a little drink.
I like this guy. Ew. 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 Ew.
Oh my God. It's...
Lou Hayward, your old boss. Your best...
Oh, interesting.
No, you're not a worm feast. You're an hallucination brought on by alcohol, Russian vodka, poisoned by Chernobyl.
What? That was something. Little bit of a reach there.
Now, it's too late for me, but it's not for you. You can be saved. You are going to be visited by
Yes.
3 ghosts.
Yes, the ghosts are gonna be in this movie. I love it.
No joke, Frank. This is your last chance.
All right, I could squeeze you in for a breakfast.
Dude, this makeup is so good.
Don't let me go, Lou. God bless you. No, no, please.
Ew. Ew. And now he's gonna wake up and he think it's a hallucination. But the ghost is gonna come. Dude, the music when he was hanging out the window was really good.
My number is 674-9565. 674-95... Damn!
Claire. Is Claire like a past wife, lover, mother?
We don't have a tree, Mom.
We do now.
You always need a tree.
Yes.
Don't plug him in!
Oh. Oh. That's actually kind of sick.
Dead, Frank. Apparently this 80-year-old grandmother was watching your Scrooge promo last night and
Oh
she
my
just
god.
keeled over.
It was a lot to take in, yeah.
I knew that had worked. You can't buy publicity like this.
Oh my god, they're happy? They're happy?
You can see her nipples.
I want to see her nipples.
But this is a Christmas show.
Well, Charles Dickens would have wanted to see her.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You can hardly see them nipples.
See, and these guys are really looking. You can go.
And these guys are really looking.
Lumpy! Lumpy!
This is the ghost? Oh. That must be Claire.
Hi. I'm sorry to just...
Look, that was like actual happiness. It's the first time I've actually seen pure, unfiltered happiness.
See? Show me a nipple. See, you just had to see it in context. Can you move her, please? Thanks. Allie.
You probably just paralyzed her for life.
We've tried crazy glue, but it don't work.
Have you tried
Aww.
staples?
No!
Dare. If you staple that little mouse, I'll call the Humane Society. I'm not kidding.
I wouldn't do anything in the world.
She's like the good part of him.
You called me.
Who are you, anyway? You little worm. Who are you?
No, 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 no!
This is my little boy.
All right, you beat him. Does he work here?
No, he does not.
Frank needs to just take a chill pill.
Why haven't you ever learned how to button a coat?
Well, you know me. I was in a hurry.
She's so nice. She is so nice.
Sorry to have called so late last night. But I must have woken up your husband and your kids.
No, I've never gotten married. I'm still on my own.
He was probing there. He was probing.
Yet.
Well, if it happens again.
How does Claire put up with this? Like, does she actually love him a lot? Because he is horrible.
No!
You got it.
I'm glad that this is a disaster for you. Those poor guys, though. Oh, no, not her. She's dead now.
Couldn't be more pleased. Who is it?
Pellegrino Rocks Twist. Well, we meet again, huh? How are
Yes!
you? Oh, look at this. Blue is bad.
I knew this guy was gonna come back.
A lot of men in your position would see me as a threat. That's only natural, but whoop, that's me. God, you ever see a watch like this? That's a real beauty, isn't it? God, my dad gave me this.
I love these close-ups.
Don't come apart.
He's hallucinating again. The ghost is upon him.
Somebody save him!
Oh, no, that's a baked Alaska, sir. That's a dessert. You wouldn't want that, sir. Oh, no, sir.
This ghost is just playing jokes on Bill Murray.
You know, I thought you were Richard Pryor.
He's tipped the guy for throwing water on his face.
Hey.
This is definitely the ghost. Look how Christmassy this cab is. Wait, maybe it's not the ghost. Maybe, I mean, it must be, right? It must be.
Absolutely everything, Frank. You see, I'm the ghost.
Ghost of Christmas Past, baby.
Smoke, do you?
Smoke, just try it.
Oh, this poor guy. I hope he gets something at the end of this movie. Some redemption. Oh, I love that the fair is the year. That's really cool. Whoa.
Go back to Jersey, you moron!
I like this ghost. I like this ghost.
This is where I grew up. I thought they tore this place down.
They did.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Put up our
Oh, no Christmas lights. Where's the Christmas spirit?
Niagara Falls.
Let's get this over with.
I like this take on A Christmas Carol. It's very interesting. Loser. I love the ghost is watching his reaction. That's cool.
Excuses why they can't work. My back hurts, my legs ache. I'm only 4.
Yeah, that is a perfectly good excuse.
Given to you on a silver platter, the better.
Can't believe the dad gifted meat, raw meat, to his child.
Merry Christmas, Frankie Angel.
Oh, that's so adorable.
I was touched by a gift. A 4-year-old kid receives what in today's marketplace is a $40 or $50 piece of milk-fed veal.
Oh my God, calm down, Frank.
What an idiot I am! Did you see that, Tina?
Frankly, I'm not that dead. Now come on.
I must have been out of my mind.
I love the go. Mine!
Not that one. This one.
Oh my God, I love these transitions.
Yes, it is. Thank you. You had some things, didn't you?
Yes.
Here.
Oh, oh!
Oh, the head bump of love.
Thanks, Lumpy.
Thank you.
Oh, that's why she calls him Lumpy.
You are gonna love this.
Claire?
Yeah!
Claire?
Oh, they had a good relationship. I assume so.
I always did in my family. You have to wait until Christmas morning to open this.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you did?
Yeah.
Well,
obviously.
we're going to spoil. We opened it tonight.
I guess he wouldn't know because he never did Christmas.
Oh, lots of knives.
She's so happy about the knives.
To lump.
Love, Claire.
This is actually adorable. I no longer hate Frank. I no longer hate Frank.
The Kama Sutra.
Oh my
The art
God.
of love.
He will love this, wouldn't he?
Lassie's come home. Lassie, go get Gramps. Go get Gramps, Lassie.
Oh, the strange things you do with the person that you love. Dude, the transitions, she's barking like a dog, then a dog's on the screen. The transitions are good. Oh, it's Bill.
Very good.
Thank you.
Good job, Frank. Great job being a dog.
Why, you're Claire.
Yes, that's Oh, hi, sweetheart.
He's so happy to see her. Jumps out of his seat.
Yeah, it is Christmas. It's a time to be a little bit less selfish, you know? Maybe if you could put my needs and the needs of the Frisbee show ahead of your own needs.
Oh my God.
Frank, look. Maybe we should separate for a while.
This seems very fast. I don't see... But there are probably a lot of other things like this that happened in the relationship, though.
I'll tell him that you got hung up.
I bet she doesn't see him for like 15 years now.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's probably the last time. No, the door closing. Merry Christmas silently. That was really good, but really sad. What am I saying about these transitions? They are really well done.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Drive, $20 a pint. Come on, folks. Ah, here's a happy donor. Thank you so much.
He has to start giving his blood to make money. This guy, I really want this guy to get a better, just to get better.
That's my life. I've chosen it. At least I work someplace that you can find when you're looking for it. Okay.
He's just ranting to the random strangers on the street. This guy's going a little loopy.
All those you get over this in here, you know, the rain by 4 nightfall of Chia. I swear, by day I forswear. Oh, now feed it before I...
The tears in my eyes. There are tears in my eyes from that beautiful, beautiful monologue.
Yeah, I'm talking about regret. Yeah.
You know, the one good thing about regret is that it's never too late. You can always change if you want to.
Claire is such an optimist.
The A&P didn't send any turkeys.
No. Oh, no. They were
No
supposed to be here
turkeys?
hours ago.
No, what?
Okay, well, I'll call.
Get Frank to buy a turkey. He's rich.
It's Christmas Eve.
They're like this every day of the year, I guarantee it.
If you just wait 1 minute, I just.
Okay, actually, it's kind of impressive that Claire puts up with this at this point. I'd be like, dude, just get out of my life, you snake.
Scrape them off. You want to save somebody? Save yourself.
Oh, well, that's a wonderful attitude to have on Christmas.
bah humbug.
He just pulled out the Scrooge line.
As bones are gnawed by dogs.
Why do I have to be molested by these sea urchins?
No, buddy, hey.
Molested by those sea urchins. What a line.
But you know, Preston asked me to stop by for a drink, so if you don't mind, I'll take a rain check, okay?
Oh, where are you? I need a cigarette.
I hope Bryce takes his job. Frank is such an interesting character because I understand, and he's had like very good times, and now he's been working for this 15 years, and his attitude and everything has just gone down the drain, and maybe his attitude's always been like that from growing up. But at the same time, it's really just gets on your nerves. This has to be a ghost, right? This has to be a ghost. Christmas present. Ooh, Iron Foot.
There's Mr. Hedgehog. I wonder where he's going. Perhaps to Harlem.
Oh my god, get knocked out. She's a UFC fighter.
You know I like the rough stuff, don't you, Frank?
Oh my god. Oh my god, who is this ghost? She's kind of amazing. Oh yeah, so this is the part where he goes and sees everyone else's lives.
What's wrong with him?
He hasn't spoken since he saw his father killed 5 years ago.
Oh.
He just drifted away. Like sleeping.
I mean, that's fair enough though. That's tragic and shocking.
Come in and join the fun.
The wings on his face. I quite like this ghost. I like all the ghosts so far.
What are you barking at out there?
Go.
You are really crazy. There's nothing there. Come on.
The dog. Animals always know when there's a ghost in the house.
Oh, my, what a merry feast.
Oh my god, is that the brother?
James, you forgot to open your brother's present.
Oh,
That doesn't look like a towel.
what did he get for last?
What is it? What is it?
I made this picture for him.
He made it with his own little hair.
He's such a good brother. Frank is such a bad brother.
It's your basic top-of-the-line Pioneer VCR.
It's kind of funny when people get VCRs of movies. They're so useless now.
What the hell? It's only mine, honey. It's a write-off. It's tax deductible.
It's tax deductible. Shut up, Frank.
Go now.
Yeah, does everybody know this one here?
Oh, Frank, we're fighting again. Let's not fight anymore.
We're fighting again. Oh, I love her so much. I love her so much. She's like fairy princess Sparkles, and all of a sudden just becomes UFC fighter and hits people with toasters.
Oh, this is nice. Where are we, Trump Tower?
That joke has aged well.
Coffee's on me. Come here.
He's dead.
Happy ending here,
He's
Herb.
dead.
Come on, man.
He's gonna freeze on Christmas because he couldn't heat his place.
Geez, maybe I should have given you the $2, huh?
Why is he laughing? He's dead.
You would have eaten. You would have been warm. You might be alive. You'd be a prettier color, I'll tell you that.
Why is he getting mad? Calm down, Frank.
Doesn't smell like urine.
Oh my god, her again. This poor woman.
Now, I want Grace to take you upstairs now, where I think things might just be a little safer than down here. Okay? You're beautiful, Frank. Got any last tips for me, huh?
Ah, there's the Ghost of Christmas Future. Oh wait, no. That's just the set. That's just the prop.
Get this nutcake out of here.
He's in the show, Mr. Cross.
I hope the real one's a lot scarier.
Charles Dickens' immortal Scrooge.
I love the music with this very eerie choir. I love it. It's so cool. The red moon. Christmas is here.
Yes, sir.
Phantom, dingy mist.
Old Ebenezer Scrooge, alone in his gloomy chamber.
That is literally just straight vodka at that point.
Good job, and it's the holidays, sir.
Oh, it's the picture. It's the picture.
The final spirit, the thing that all men fear the most, the ghost of Christmas future.
Ah, the coolest one. The coolest one. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Would you give me a running start?
Sure. 1001, 1002, 1003.
Oh my god, this guy's resorting to murder.
Ever since then, I've been blind, stinking drunk. Here's you when you're
Don't take the elevator, take the stairs.
gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is
This is the future, right? This is what's going to happen. Is that like... I feel like that was the future. Or maybe that just happened.
May I?
So calm about it. That's kind of funny. I love that it's a TV. That's really cool. This movie has some really cool concepts and ideas and character designs.
I'll see you.
Hey, you! Beat it! Gilles! Will you look at that? Look at those filthy little creatures. Oh,
Filthy little creatures. They are children. That's Claire? That's Claire saying that? I didn't even recognize her. She's completely different.
That was a lousy thing.
You killed Claire, basically. I consider that killing Claire.
Disneyland?
Oh, he's dead. I knew he was gonna be dead. Because she said, thank you, Lumpy, and then like a tear. I was like, he feels dead. Look how cold and lonely this place feels.
Well, there he is, James!
No, it's you that's dead. It's you that's dead. It's you that's dead.
Oh, God!
Oh, now he's in the coffin? Oh my god. This is insane. This is so well done. No, is the guy still there? The gunner go?
I'm at work! Oh, God, it's the sun!
Okay, that wasn't even the future. That just happened.
Dad! Coming back! Long snow! You know this one? That's my thing. I'm doing this to everybody.
I'm gonna do this to everybody. I would say don't do that to everybody.
And now, schmuck.
He is no longer a schmuck.
Somebody stole my watch.
Dude, angels are getting their wings.
What's your name, son?
Mike.
Mike, say hello to your folks, will you? Hi. Mike is doing a great job here for us tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
That's Frank Cruz.
I am...
This guy was not even watching. He was reading his beer.
You know, a week ago, I'd have kicked your butt right out of the building. But you know something? He's absolutely right. You are little families, but I have. Look, I got a great brother. Look at this guy here. My brother James. Look how cute he was back then.
Oh, this is so adorable.
I gave him a towel. The VCR is from Grace, James.
Oh, this is...
He's tied up. Uh-huh. Yes. In fact, he just said that you are a flatulating butthead.
A butthead?
He said...
No adult says butthead anymore. Come on.
You know, an old army buddy.
Keep that tape rolling.
Your personal banker. Hey!
This movie is sponsored by Coca-Cola.
There's a rule. There's a tradition that says I have to kiss this girl on the lips. Well, she's just upholding the law. It's a federal law, actually.
It's a federal law. It's a federal law.
There is a girl that I wish I were with tonight. It's a girl that I loved a long time ago.
You still love. You still love. Yeah, there you go.
Can you get me to the IBC building in 3 minutes?
Which floor?
Ah, he's back, baby. My favorite ghost is back.
We should be taping this.
Ah, you idiot. You have a VCR now. Tape it.
We are the people that we always hoped we would be. It's a miracle.
Such a heartwarming message.
Because it happened.
We are the people we always hoped we would be. I like that line.
In a long time. I'm ready. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
Is he gonna speak?
Did I forget something, big man?
God bless everyone, like on the TV show that he watched. Oh. I have so many chills at the moment. She's like, hey world.
And they lived happily ever after.
Woo! And he put on the Scrooge hat. He's like, what is this noise? Oh, the ghosts. Oh, but he actually died. The inside of that guy looks really good. Richard Donner? Wait, Richard Donner, what did he do like Lethal Weapon or something?
Come on, let's hear it from all you folks out there. Come on. You don't know the words. Come on.
Danny Elfman did the score, that's why it was good.
Alright, that's still good. Come on, let's go on the other side of the theater. Come on.
Ah, they do it on the headphones, that's awesome.
Alright, the women now this time. No, the real women.
I feel like you're in the theater and you could ever have everyone sing this. This is like talking to the audience. This is awesome.
The whole movie.
He's been making noise for the whole movie. Just breaks the fourth wall instantly right there. But also in character because they were on a movie set, so it works. That was awesome. And that was my reaction to Scrooge, the 1988 fantasy comedy Christmas movie starring Bill Murray, Carol Kane, Karen Allen, and David Johansen, as well as Alfre Woodard, who is a little bit farther down on the cast list, but she did a really good job as well in this film. That was a really, really fun Christmas movie and a really cool adaptation of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. I thought that it was, I don't know, I just thought that it was very interesting. There were some really cool film elements. The score was great by Danny Elfman. The transitions between like the dreams and like all of the events in the dreams and then back to reality were done really, really well. And I just thought in general that this movie was really, really fun. And what I find really interesting looking at the reviews is that a lot of people maybe don't find this movie super fun. Well, maybe not a lot of people. Audiences, 7 out of 10, 70%. I'd say the movie's probably at a 70%. I will agree with a lot of audiences there. But then critics on Rotten Tomatoes is 69, so about the same as audience. But on Metacritic, it's 38%. And just kind of like I understand that this movie maybe isn't the best, but it's not like a horrible movie by any means, I don't think. The things I don't like about this movie, I don't like about this movie. But there are some like really good features of this movie as well, which I'll talk about first, and then I'll get into the things that I didn't really like. So getting into the score, Danny Elfman's score was really good. I didn't like really notice the score a lot of times in this movie. I think I was just too invested in hating Frank because he was a very hateable guy. But when the score had that like singing child choir-esque like doll sounding voice, you know, when it was like almost like children or dolls, like in a horror movie it would be the sound like the musical score when a doll is in frame or something like that and the doll is possessed or something, you know, when it was that like child score and it would like be over top of this creepy melody and it would just give the movie this very like mystifying, like uniquely scary kind of vibe, and I really, really like that. At the very start of the movie opens with the score, and then it plays like two more times maybe, and it was really effective in just like kind of unnerving me and creeping me out, and I found it super enjoyable, and maybe the rest of the score is amazing as well. I didn't notice it as much as I noticed the score for, say, Edward Scissorhands, where I noticed the score almost throughout the entire film. But for this one, I really noticed it when it was playing that particular sound, because it was a very unique and interesting and frankly a sound that I wasn't really expecting for this movie. I wasn't expecting this very creepy undertone with the score. It was kind of unsettling, unnerving, but I guess it makes sense. That's kind of how Frank was feeling in the film as well. So I really like the score, and I will listen to it after this movie is over, or after the movie is over, after I'm done this review. I don't know how good the rest of the songs are because I didn't hear them as much, but that part of the score especially was really well done. The actual effects in this movie as well, the practical effects, and maybe the special effects, there were some special effects as well, but the practical effects, which I'll talk about first, were phenomenal. The ghosts looked fantastic, and I'm talking about the ghosts mostly because the ghosts were kind of the things that had the most practical effects kind of on them, like just their makeup, the way they looked. Like the guy who played that dead man, oh my gosh, whoever was in all that stuff, like the zombie dead man, his old boss, Frank's old boss at the start of the movie, that was so good. Like the dust that you could see flying off of him, like strands of tendons under his arm when his arm's getting ripped off. You can see like the bone and the muscle and the tendons, and it was so gross. Like the flap that the mouse crawls out of and the golf ball falls out of. It was just really, really cool, and it looked practical. I don't think it was special effects. 1988, it doesn't scream to me like it would be special effects. It seems very early, so it must have been practical, and it was just really, really cool. And it was like gross, but not gross that I was like dying, like I didn't want to look at it. It was very intriguing to look at, but still very gross. The other two ghosts, I'm going to talk about the last ghost, the Ghost of Christmas Future, last, because I think he was my favorite in terms of practical effects. But David Johansen and Carol Kane's ghosts, the Ghost of Christmas Past and the Ghost of Christmas Present, their effects, their practical makeup and stuff was really cool. Is it Johansen? I think it's Johansen. Sorry, I said his name wrong just like 5 seconds ago. David Johansen's Ghost of Christmas Past maybe had I don't know, actually Carol Kane's didn't have too much makeup on as well. It was mostly just like one solid color, but they both didn't have too much on, but they both, like, it did what it had to do. Like David Johansen's The Ghost of Christmas Past, he looked like he was dead, you know, but he looked like a bum who was dead, you know. He looked kind of like someone from the streets in a way who maybe had a tough time, but then also he looked like a zombie. So I don't know, it was a very good mesh, like his whole costume and then the makeup department there did a really good job. And then for Carol Kane, it was awesome because she looked like a fairy princess, you know, and I saw her and I was like, oh my god, is she gonna be just really annoying? But then she was so much fun, how she just gets super aggressive. And again, I thought that her makeup and costuming there was awesome. But the one I want to talk to you about the most is the Ghost of Christmas Future. His costuming, because I'm always excited, and when I watch a Christmas Carol stories, to see the Ghost of Christmas Future, because his is always the coolest, you know. He's like death, he's the future, he's that thing that everyone can't escape, and it is like you can do him super cool. And in this one, he's like this really big, thick looking guy, you know. He looks like he's super dense. I loved the TV on his face. I thought that was super, super cool. And I love one because Bill Murray works with TV, so, you know, it kind of relates to his job. But then it's also, I don't know, there's probably something else to be said about the TV that I just can't wrap my mind about right now, but there's probably like a deeper meaning than just a surface level Frank works with TV, so there's a TV on this guy's face. You know, there's probably a more complex meaning behind that, but at the moment, at least, my mind is just going blank. But, you know, maybe as soon as I'm done this review, I'll be like, oh my god, of course, you know. But you guys can let me know down in the comments if there is a more complex meaning about that, because I would be interested to hear your theories if there are any. But I loved when Frank opened up the death, and it was just like the people inside like screaming, and it's almost like they're in a prison. I guess maybe because they will end up here if they don't become a better person, you know. And they're like screaming, and then Frank just closes it so nonchalantly like nothing happened. That was such a good comedic scene in this movie, and the practical effects for the Ghost of Christmas Future were really well done. Also, the comedy in this movie was really funny. It was really funny, and a lot of the comedy, it came from Bill Murray, but also came from just things that were happening, and then also just like the way shots were set up enabled the comedy, or it was just like this very non-verbal. But Bill Murray in general is a very funny actor. You know, he kind of made a name for himself, I feel like, off of comedy, you know, like Groundhog Day, Ghostbusters, this movie. A lot of these movies are very comedic, and he is very funny. He has a lot of like wit when it comes to acting, and his expressions when it comes to acting are really good. You know, especially like that ghost scene, you just see him putting it down kind of like almost in disbelief but also in shock, and you know, and then he looks at it again just to make sure. Like, it was really well done. His comedic timing is great. The movies, like the jokes, some of the running gags were really good. Like, I liked the girl who would just keep getting knocked over and getting hurt, who I think Bill Murray like takes her neck and like basically breaks her neck, like she's never healing from that again. I thought that a lot of the jokes in this movie landed for me, especially like that Trump Tower one. That one aged so that joke aged really well. I don't think anyone realizes how, I mean, anyone back then would have realized how well that joke would have aged. Like, you're in this ice pit of despair, and then he's just like, oh, is this Trump Tower? That was just really funny. The things that I didn't like about this movie now. Okay, so this one might be a little bit controversial, but Frank, I did not like Frank as a character. I know at some point in the movie I said that I liked Frank, but I understand that Scrooge is supposed to be this horrible bah humbug person and you're supposed to hate him, but I didn't like him for the entire movie. There were points where I was breaching upon liking him, and at the end I was breaching upon liking him, but there was just something about it that felt off, and that's going to bring me to my second thing that I didn't like. It felt rushed at the end. It didn't feel like Frank actually learned his lesson when it came to being a better person and a nice person, and it felt like the whole thing was very egocentrical, because he saw himself dying and then went, oh, if I continue on this path, I'm going to die. And I know that he saw all these other things. He sees Claire become this, like, just this robot of a person, this person that she is not, and he goes, that was a low blow, basically, he says to the Ghost of Christmas Future and stuff. So obviously that stuff did affect him, but the thing that affected him the most, and I guess maybe that's the same in the book, I haven't read or watched the older movies in a long time now, so I'm a little bit fuzzy on this concept, but when he sees himself dying, that's when it really kicks into him to change. And I think that the reason that it felt a little rushed was when he goes and sees that guy who died in his apartment because he didn't give him the $2, and he starts yelling at him because it's like it's his fault for dying and for not doing stuff that could have saved him. And then he tries to leave, and he never once really, there could have been, but for me it didn't really feel like there was a moment in that sequence, which I thought was a very important and a very tragic sequence, where he kind of felt remorse for this guy, remorse for his actions, regret for his actions. Like, maybe it flickered on his face for a second, but I feel like he needed a little bit more of that regret in that sequence for me to kind of believe his very big 180 in the very last moments of this film. So I felt like it was just rushed. I felt like they could have made him, like they could have slowly evolved it instead of just making it like a full 180. It felt like at least a very rushed full 180. They could have like slowly had him start to feel like regret. And you know, he goes to Claire and he starts to say all these things, and then he kind of comes back, and I get that's character development. You know, he was very angry, lashing out as he's walking to Claire, but he sees Claire and then he starts saying like, oh, I regret doing this, I regret doing that, let's go out to some Chinese food. You know, you can see it's starting to work, I guess, but then it feels like he just kind of falls all the way back to the start, and then he just jumps all the way to the end. Like, he kind of goes like this, and then like this, and then like this, instead of like a slow crawl forward in progression, or maybe a slow crawl back and then a slow crawl forward again. He just kind of feels like he does a huge leap, and that is kind of why I didn't really buy the ending, and then that's why I didn't really like Frank. Like, I got chills and stuff because it was very happy and everyone got what they wanted and the kids spoke and there was singing, and like it was kind of, I like, obviously I'm gonna get like chills from that. Like, that's what I want from a Christmas movie. I want this feel good happy ending, but there is a part of me, like a little part of me, where I didn't really believe that Frank would actually turn. Getting into the cast now, I'm going to be talking about David Johansen, Karen Allen, Carol Kane, and Bill Murray. Everyone else in this movie was fantastic. Alfre Woodard as Grace was really awesome. I really liked her performance. I wish she was in the movie a little bit more. I felt like she was going to be really important, and then she just kind of slid out of the movie for a bit, and then she was just kind of in it intermittently, and so I wish she was in the movie a little bit more, but she did a really good job. But David Johansen was my favorite Ghost as Ghost of Christmas Past. He was so much fun. He was so funny. I love when he went Niagara Falls to Bill Murray and stuff. Like, it was all really good. The joke gag where he goes through the door and then Bill Murray hits the door and then he pops his head through the door, which was a great visual effect, by the way. It was awesome. I thought he was one of the most humorous ghosts, and I just loved his character, and I'm glad he got to come back for a brief end of movie cameo with the other ghosts. I thought he did a great job. Karen Allen as Claire. She was so awesome in this movie. She was so kind, and I don't know, it was just something about the way she looked. She looked like a kind person, and I don't know how she puts up with Frank. Like, I don't know how Claire put up with Frank for so long. Like, maybe when they were together he was a lot nicer. Yes, he's very like level-headed, like straight to the point, you know, but people are like that. But he wasn't like insanely arrogant and rude. But when she sees him 15 years later, I would have immediately just been like, nope, I'm not seeing you again. Like, it's been 15 years, I'm not seeing you. You are so arrogant, you are so rude. And maybe I would give him a chance, but Claire gave him like 800 chances, and so like geez, she must really love him. So I don't know how she puts up with it, but I thought Karen Allen did a really good job as Claire. Carol Kane as the Ghost of Christmas Present. She was also awesome. She might be tied actually with the Ghost of Christmas Past for my favorites. She was like, I didn't expect to like her, and then I liked her a lot more than I thought I was going to. Just the way that she was so fairy princess flowers, hippie-esque, and then she would just get super serious, super aggressive, and like just her tone of voice would change completely. Her face would just change completely. She'd start punching Bill Murray, and then she'd just go back to happy, like, oh, we're fighting again, you know? She'd just start yelling at him and then just say something like that. She was awesome, and I thought that she was definitely a standout when she was in the movie. She stood out against Bill Murray, which is hard to do, so I thought she did a really good job. And finally, Bill Murray himself as Frank Cross. I like that his last name is Cross, actually. That's kind of that's kind of funny because he's a cross guy. Whoa. But I thought he was like, I thought Bill Murray did great. I just really didn't like Frank, and I know that you're not supposed to like Frank. I know that he's a Scrooge character and he's just supposed to be a horrible, arrogant person who's angry and has had a bad life, and I understand that he's had like a bad life for Christmas, at least up until that point, and then he's like, his family has basically neglected Christmas, and then he's done that, and you know, he's done all these things, and I understand that, but I don't know, there was just something about him that he was just like, he would just really annoy me in every scene he was in. I would be like, Frank man, why? And yes, it was a feel-good ending for his character, but a little part of me didn't really believe that, like, maybe next Christmas or even in like 2 or 3 more Christmases, would he turn back to the original Frank? Like, is this enough? And some of me was like, no, this isn't enough. I feel like he might just turn back to the original Frank in like 3 or 4 years, you know? But I thought Bill Murray did a great job as. And that is my reaction and review to Scrooge, the 1988 fantasy comedy Christmas film. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I think I have one more Christmas movie left. I have no idea what movie it is. I have a bunch of movies, Christmas movies on a list, and I have to choose one of them. So it's going to be a surprise for me. It'll be a surprise for you unless you've looked at the calendar that's on YouTube. Then you probably already know what movie it is. But at the moment of filming for me, I don't know what movie it is. I'm excited to check it out, whatever it is. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.